Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Sorry for the little delay, but I had to remove some situations over here. Um, Actually, I tried to set up a one topic today, and YouTube told me there is no connections with the cloud. It is impossible to make it. What did I do though? Change the topic. Open questions today. The topic: how do you feel when you disconnect from the old energies, and what not to do? See, when you begin to think about the old energies, guys, you actually go back and connect it to it, you link to it, situations to it. While the new energies right now, they're asking you this: let go of the old and go forward. Doesn't matter what you did. It's only going to matter what you're going to do. So that's what the open questions is about. You guys to have open questions, and let's have a great discussions here, talking about the new things that goes on, the new things within you, the new energies. How did they impact your life, or something that you felt like you never did before, and you have a questions about it. So that's what kind of like I'm seeing this and so on. And also, of course, if you have any other questions for it, I'm looking happier because, guys, do you know what I did today? I slept peacefully. I had a little chat with Diamond B, and what are you doing, Dio? I was just woke up 10 minutes ago, so in peace. And that was it. I went out in the morning walk. I had a coffee. I was planning to go a little bit by the beach. I just felt it like, no, I should go back in there and sleep peacefully. I'm at peace. So I turned around, came back here, and I hit the bed. I woke up about almost 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 something. So with that, let me recognize the people that are here. I'm so happy to see you guys. Big Dog, thank you for being here. Sonia, Diamond B, yeah, Diamond B, and Divino, guys. Margot, hi. Uh, who else? CF, Richard. Hi, Rich. Glad to see you here. Pretty soon we're gonna be seeing each other. It's probably gonna be like a week, something like that. Yes, coming into Chicago. I'm gonna be in Chicago next week, guys. So yeah. Um, Andrea, thank you for coming in. Juanita, and yeah. All right, let me go with the chat in there. So talking about these new energies, for when you let it go of the old, you're gonna feel like finally I have peace. Finally, I get into these situations. Finally, within. There was something else that I felt. We increase the capacity. What I mean, we increased the capacity. Let's say, for example, before you were like this cup, there is a soda pump in there. I won't say the brand because there is no commercial time here. So if you look at it, this is the capacity pretty much of the cup. But imagine yourself, you're not anymore this glass, but you're this big giant 5 gallon drum. And I'm pouring the same liquid in that 5 gallon, that gallons and gallons drum. What is going to be? That's more. So within the new energies, you guys, we might feel like what if something goes on? I don't get into this and get in on that. You have the same energies, only you have increased capacity that it has not fulfilled yet within you. And when you look at in yourself, you're gonna have this beautiful power of improvement, which you're gonna be developed from within you. What are you going to do within yourself? and the purge of the old, free also more capacity inside of you. Talking about the capacity as a situations from within yourself. For so there is a room for what? There is a room, huge room for improvement. If you look at inside of you, though, is it the new energies in there? You open up the subconscious, and now the subconscious increased your brain activity capacity, and that brain activity capacity within yourself right now, it's telling you here. You only knew that small before. We take that small things that you know now, but we increased your capacity, so you will see how much you really don't know. But guess what? You're in a peace with it because you understand how much you did not know as the new energies are coming. So, with that, I'm going to be going through the chat. If you guys have any questions, write them down. But I went all the way back at the beginning. So, Doc is in the house. And Sonia, say hi to the. We are all in Dio's house. Dio, I think our spiritual gifts count as sort of resumes and qualifications of where we are on this journey. Actually, it's not a resume, it's who you are. A resume more sounds like some of these people who put a title into them. You see, the title before was like named and what degrees and so on. Looks good into the wall, into the office, and so on. While right now we're talking about that this is going to be the qualifications, who you are as you are. You don't need a piece of papers anymore. You don't need a marriage certificates anymore. All these titles, all these situations, and so on, they're okay. It's good to have them, but how you use them is the question. Okay, how do you use them is a question. If you have a PhD, if you have you're a professor, you're just this, and this. You put all that stuff behind you, that is your ego. But you put that beautiful portions of who you are, and somebody asks you, hey, who you are, and so on. Did you professionally graduate? Did your profession is like this? You open that little drawer in there where you shovel all that degrees and stuff, and it's like, here you go. Which one do you like? If you're the person, that's not what it is about. So the new way is going to be like this, and we're talking about qualifications. The qualifications is going to be, I don't know if you're familiar with the quality control in there, but the quality control is actually those measurements, it does a stress test, it does a pressures test, and so on and so on within. Uh, it's you. You probably perform under pressure, under stress inside of it. I dealt with plastics, you guys know. And there you gotta have this beautiful, perfect measurements, these perfect situations that make sure once the can and the product they are sealed tight. So what they do is they drill a hole in here and they put some pressure test until this pops out. It's a kind of like strength test and so on. But we're talking about like qualifications as you who you are with the universe inside of you. And this new energies is going to be doing exactly this. I was talking about someone yesterday for the situations, but our gifts are actually our actions. The gifts and actions. Talking about the gifts and actions is like if we don't have we abuse the gifts, we not develop the gifts. We have the gifts from what's inside. Then they become a psychology problem within because we are not within our truth within. So, Diamond, be great day. Big Dog, yes, unseen. Oh God, another day on the journey. Laughing out how, laughing out loud. That's how I feel, Big Dog. I'm so happy you guys feel good. I feel good too, by the way. Big Dog, Margot, hi Dio. I wish there were more answers. Never encourage my life in a situation like I'm in. Just bizarre. Yes, things are more bizarre, Big Dog. It's gonna be bizarre because a lot of us walking out of the jail that everyone put us in. It is bizarre when you finally break it out of the matrix. It's bizarre when you're finally free. And when you're free as a spirit, when you're free of doing the things in there, then you find out who you really are. And for some people, it's going to be bizarre. Let me tell you why. It's going to be feel bizarre because of they never felt like this before. You never felt like this before. This is going to be feel more awkward. Can you imagine what the birds experience when all its life has been in the cage and now she's an outside? Can you imagine this animal that has been all its life in the circus performing there and now it's free into the forest? Now you understand things. The society put us in like you should, must have, and so on. Actually, there was a post today. There is a group, Bulgarian group on a Facebook, talking about Bulgarian associations of open psychology in there. There was a questions in there. Why a person who build their life, build their finances, build their material life and so on are unhappy? Guess what I answered in there? It's coming to their unhappy because they satisfied the material side of somebody else's situations. And it comes to a point when they finally got aware that all this doesn't matter. Actually, what they did is they awakened in the soul, and now they're unhappy. Unhappy that they put time, effort, and energies into material stuff that doesn't matter. The person who actually posted that seems like he's okay materialistically. He's okay, like money wise, cars, properties, and so on and so on. But felt the energy of the what did I did to myself. Have you ever sit down and how much BS you went through in life? That is that kind of like one of these energies, but wanted to share with you guys. So if you feel bizarre, congratulations, you're making it. You're making it through the fog. You're making it through the things, Big Dog. And I'm so happy to have you here. Diamond B, believe me, Big Dog, I understand it's nothing normal about, yeah, nothing normal about the TF journey. Exactly. We are not normal according to the normal people, but they're not normal because they're not twin flames. They don't understand how it is to walk, talk, act, and believe as the truth within your soul, within you. They're not like us. Once we were like that. So don't make fun of those people. But it's their own choice if they're willing to awaken or not for it. Is the life going to give them an opportunities? Yes. Did the life give the opportunity to your twin flame? Yes. But missed opportunity at some point, sometimes in some situations. Some of you maybe feel even disconnect from the twin flame as energy, as a vibrations is there. Why? Because it does not resonate with it anymore. There was no performance, there was no situation. But if you look at it inside of you of the twin flame journey, what I'm talking about today is poof, expansions of your consciousness that you have right now within you. Guess how much consciousness you're going to be developing pretty soon? A lot. Because of Upgrade as a company, what do they do as Upgrade as a company? First, they buy the land, then they build the building, and then They create the production floors, and then they fill up with machines, then they hire people, and now they're growing. Look at inside of you right now. Inside of you, that increased capacity is that land. What are you going to build in there? What kind of building you going to build in there? What kind of machines, opportunities are you going to put in there? And what kind of people it's going to be in there? Who are you going to let it in inside of you right now? It's beautiful, right? The new energies are very more powerful. They're more intense within, but in a good way. All right. Let's see. Diamond B sends cards. Big Dope. Yes, that is correct. Diamond. CF send a big heart. Andrea says hi. Juanita, you're looking happier. Hi, everyone. Yeah. I finally slept. It was actually from yesterday's chat because I went out to the drive. The drive yesterday did something to me. It was very beautiful. It's very beautiful. Good. I needed that too. I have insomnia. Oh, the sleep. Yes, sleep. It gets its way, you know. Andrea, no questions, but saying I've been showing how much homelessness is an epidemic this past few years. A lot of the people who are homeless is they look in the easier way, or they have things, they have situations, and so on and so on. If somebody wants to fix their life, there's nobody can stop it them. But if nobody wants to fix their life and they're living within the low energies and they're living within the low life in there, nobody can stop them. And looking at within all this homelessness situations, it is about more about culture-wise. Okay, and take a look at the environment where it is. Probably there is a inequality from within. You can't live in a town where the rent is $30,000, and even if you as a worker and so on in there, it is like top you can make 15, let's say. It's a huge gap. There is inequality in there. But yes, good for you, Juanita. Good for you. Slept heals. Exactly. That was beautiful, healing, peaceful sleep. I hadn't had this in years. I think that the more all these situations it's healing within me, the more our energies are healing within me right now, going back into this powers within myself. So yeah, we are so happy to connect with our spread family. We're all here for the family. Actually, have some people that you needed to work with and situations from within the look, and gonna do it within divine time. Divine time is everything. CF, thank you for the smile. Ancina said, love to you all, D and little D, Diamond B and Divino. Yes. Andrea laughing out loud. Right now, I'm surrounded by pigeons. Sweet. I love the pigeons. I went out to feed the pigeons, and they're very good. I love to share some food with them some once in a while with them, and it's good. They bring peace. Feeding the pigeons brings a lot of peace. And you see their love within the pigeons when they look at you. Some of you actually coming very close to you. They're not even afraid to come in your hand and eat from you. You're looking for those trust because you build in the trust within them and they trust in you when you feed them. Okay? I love that. Ancina said, so blessed I'm back in 3D. I was connected with you and Ray yesterday. Could be. I made it in the live chat, but sometimes the live chat doesn't resonate with the live chat. For it, I was there for like 20, 30 minutes. Nobody shows up. And of course, if nobody's there, then Dew is not there. That's how it goes. For Diamond B sends a big heart, CF. All right. Juanita, hydrogen peroxide clean your teeth and heals your gums. Good for facial. Bimonize, like spots and lighten up in their hair for everyone. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for the good reminders, the healthy goods. Ray, thank you for coming in. Love and light to you. Sina said the resume was metaphor as a blueprint for our level of understanding. I can take that. I can take that, Sonia. That's pretty good, actually. The level of understandings. Yes. Um, you mentioned how you're going to ask specific question as a new quest of in La Union. When I'm in there uh, into this town, imagine a very small town out in the middle of pretty much. I don't want to say nowhere, but to take a look, it is the valley that is there. It's very close to Cartagena. I don't know if you're familiar with in the town and the situations. The town has got like a one main street, straight, and then is the typical Spanish small streets. That's only cars that can get in there and so on. And but the energy was overall pretty okay. The good thing was is like the surrounding area around. The surrounding area from the town La Union going up northeast. It's very close. There is the beaches in there. There is like a resort. There is a golf that you can go and play. And on the other side, which is south west in there, mostly like south, I would say, it is the one of the oldest towns in Spain, Cartagena. So the climate in there is kind of like neither hot, neither cold. If you bleed close to the sea, there is like a little wind, like for example here in Alicante, in there. But find out what I was looking for. Something close to the beach, something close to the big town, something with out of everybody else's energy. But also, I found this farming land in there that they have. It's pretty good. Actually, it's pretty good. I felt good energies, and also taking a look from when you go in with this, you also have to look at the financial perspectives in there. For example, two-bedroom apartment here is about like 800 euros. I was speaking to a gentleman there, and he said like it's probably like 300, 400. We're talking about this site too, you know. So everything kind of like matched up with the picture from to me. So yeah, uh, yes, that was referring to the gifts are apparent. Yes, the gifts are appearing. I see what you're saying, Sonia. Right. Sina said Ray, sending love to Ray. Lulu, and Sunshine. Big Dog Dio. So my twin flame, she asked me if I had a job just out of the blue. If you see a twin flame, they have a questions. What would you, she's not gonna ask you for a job. What is it the job is so important? Strive the survival. I was talking about before about the twin flames. Twin flames, when a day comes in, they know how to create jobs. They know how to create. They know the power of creation. But if the personality is a problem, there will be no creations. It's going to be a destructions within that. Then that triggers everything from within. So you should ask her why did she ask you about a job? If you are financially independent, do you need a job? Let me tell you what mean financially independent. For example, you going to need enough money that in order with your lifestyle, the money that you have, they're gonna finish like when you are 150 years old. So you're basically not gonna run out of money. Okay, that is being financially independent. You actually don't depend on the situations. So, for example, if you have someone who asks you, "Hey, do you have a work?" Puts me a lot of questions in there. Maybe your twin flame it is about more materialistically side of the road. If she's going to be well taken care of, she's going to be financially secure from you. Actually, she needs to learn how to be financially secure and having a job on her own before it comes with you. That is one of the things. Because if something happens to you, she has to be able to be a breadwinner. Okay. So I was wondering why did she was asking you that? But if you ask her, that's gonna be a good there. Whoa, CC, hi. If you would ask you about the future breakthrough, would you have any idea what I'm searching for? I think you're searching for like an upgrade for your gift, CC. Wow, I heard the word bingo. I don't know why, but it's that's what this is, CC. For CC, understand of who and what we are. We are not alone. Yeah, understanding all this. It is. I totally have to agree with Unseen and Set or Sonia. CC, it seems I'm seeing in between universal spaces. At some point, you're going to see the universe like you floating, like you connecting, like you're part of it. Cosmic clouds, stars, or you are going somewhere. You're going to a spatial point of the universe. It's like a star going in there, flying through it. And you kind of like a, I don't know, want to say speed of light, but you go with pretty fast speed. You see it, all this. That is a huge improvement inside of you as well. Andrea, by the way, do you I enjoyed your videos on the Facebook yesterday of the countryside? Thank you for sharing. You guys welcome. Actually, I wanted to share it so some of you can see the energies there. Some of you can feel it, these energies. But I was more amazed about it, even in the restaurant when I go there. The people are chilled and relaxed. There is no stress. There is no hurry up. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I wonder where we were living into. Your advancing journey here at Earth. So you're talking about CC. CC is advancing us somehow, but we all advance actually. Unseen and said. Grande, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the love and the namaste to you. Juanita, we are lacking a lot of vitamins because it's not your American food system unless you cook for yourself. Vitamins, you can actually get in it as a supplement and so on. The vitamins can't just don't over vitamin yourself. Some of the vitamins are actually, when you do this, I think I look at it, the report was for B17 for. And talking about that, some of the vitamins in a good, very big amount to you, they actually become harmful for you. So yes, but if you cook for yourself, you grow your own food. Yeah, I briefly left and come back. Siemens said, "Okay, hi Sophie, thank you for coming." A lot of sevens here. The sevens actually were following me. Last night I was like came out after the chat when we did the chat here, and I went out to have a puff and a coffee in the balcony that is right in here behind me. And I walk in, and I walked in and so on, and there is a car right there parked, 4 sevens. So yeah, the sevens is following me. I'm a born at the I'm a premature baby. I'm born in the 7th month. So the sevens has been my number for ever since, I think. Cece, I feel I'm not here. I hope you can feel me about what I mean. Yeah, you might feel like you're not here. You're here. You're actually within the universe, and that's what sometimes I'm not here. It's also lack of grounding. You need to learn how to use the grounding techniques to get into this because CC, picture yourself like an elevator. If it's someone expecting you always to be in the parterre, which is the first main ground floor, but you have to go up to the floor 110, well, you're not in the parterre. And if you're accepting yourself as an elevator, you're going up and down and, with the energies and so on, you don't have to have the same expectations towards your own self, like you're not here, because sometimes you have to be up there, because that up there, it's not down here. So take a look within this. You will understand that the improvements, sometimes you gotta get them up there. You gotta improve the spirituality. And when you come down in the main parter, you actually change your personality and you become better within. So that not there, not here. And yeah, it's a part of this experience we all have. Juanita, I haven't slept for 13 years. Oh, that's a lot of years. The new energy, the new shift, if you did right, the new shift is put you to sleep. There is Binor right there. Tonight, I'm going to talk about the new moon. And I'm going to be talking about a little bit later on about what happened last time. What happened the last time Pluto was in Aquarius? That was back, back on the 1780s. Ooh. I'm gonna go dive a little bit in the history of the 1780s. What happened in there? Revolutions. Give you a hole in there. Juanita, if you're sleeping right now within this 13 years, it's gonna be good because the energies, the peace, telling you what the new things are. Living within the peace is the new wealth. That what people gonna be striving for, living in peace. That's gonna be the new wealth. Not having all the cars, you can't have them. Not to have all these majors, you can have them. Are you living in peace? Okay, instead of wondering and worry about that. You know, there was this video I looked at today, and they were talking about that we all have some money problem, money situations. Let me tell you, even the rich people have a money problem. Sometimes they have to make it. Sometimes they have to go it. Sometimes they gotta go. Some of the artists they made it in the big movies. After the big movies and so on and so on, they actually went out to have a regular jobs. Okay, the question is, are you at the inner peace with yourself? Uh, okay, what did I miss in here? Juanita, that's what I am moving there. Where are you moving, Cici? Juanita, where are you moving? Sophie, we have often heard the message gifts are protected on their journey, but then why do we often not feel that way? In fact, often felt exposed and vulnerable. Exposed and vulnerable, that is it because of the truth. the exposure and the vulnerability, it is part of showing it to the people that there's nothing wrong with it. Because if you're not open and vulnerable, you're not living within your truth. Vulnerability, it is the power in there of the truth. But if you feel scared, you can't be vulnerable. Vulnerable is mean that you open up the things inside of you to being open. That is the part of the warrior who goes and fight. He knows he can die there in the war, but that's being vulnerable inside of it from within. That's what the twin flames are, warriors. I mean, there's a lot of chickens within the twin flames, but we're talking about the one who are the really warriors. Let me tell you, they feel uncomfortable if they're not vulnerable. I've seen it. Some of you are like this here. If you're not vulnerable, you feel uncomfortable. You're like, I'm not in my skin. I'm not in my truth. I'm not this. I can't stand that. I know that. So, and if you feel exposed and so on, that is it about. That's what the mission might be. You to be exposed out there yourself to the world as a twin flame. Because the world needs examples, not an artificial intelligence. The world needs real examples of how the humanity actually can be improved and be more and more uh, superior than the generations before. But we're talking about in consciousness and the level of understanding and communications and so on and so on. We could advance with it. They wouldn't create artificial intelligence if our intelligence was on that level. The artificial intelligence cannot surpass human intelligence. It doesn't matter what this is. At some point, people are gonna find out this. But if you feel vulnerable, I gotta congratulate you. There is a part of truth as a twin flame. So, Sophie, stay vulnerable. Cici, I briefly left to another space as a preparation for new energies and surprised myself in this already fled state in the 3D. Here you go. You don't have to be all the time in the 3D. I mean, you've been given it to go through the different dimensions, but unfortunately, come back into the 3D to perform. Okay, it's just like Neo goes back inside of the Matrix. Where does he performs? Where does he performs? In the Matrix, right? He goes in the Matrix to fight with the virus at the end of the first movie, in there. Juanita, the color looks good on you, red. Be very handsome, do you? Wow, Juanita, thank you. I love those shirts. I wish I had some purple more on me. I don't know. Lately, it's been all about purple. Purple, spiritual purple, seven chakra. I don't know. It's coming to me, but thank you though. Hey Erica, thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here. I had more sevens yesterday, enough to share. Sophie 77, we follow your 777 always. Hi Angelique, thank you for being here. Everything is just as it should be. Sending love to everyone. Yes, I'm very peaceful being, said Juanita. Great. Unseen and said, so right about the spiritual elevations, we come back down from not down to the floor of the left. Just our bodies are getting used to a higher level. Amen. Amen. Juanita, to Spain, I'm moving to. Whoa, okay. People's gonna move to Spain. There was another TF that she was here in the trip in Spain. She went to Italy. No idea right now. Maybe she come back to the States. I don't know. There is something going on. There was somebody else came to Spain. I don't know. Wonder why. Maybe Spain has something to do with it. Maybe Spain has something that's going on. We'll find out in time, but try not to copy too much from Dio, okay? Everyone has some journey for it, but yes. Sinan said, same things I say to my twin. Yeah. Sophie 7, stay brave. Thank you. And the kisses. Wow, thank you for the kisses. What I wanted to share with you was that it's gonna come to me. It's gonna come to me right now. Oh, talking about the current energies. Um, your conscious level right now is going to be coming in from with in. What I'm talking about is that the consciousness that you always thought was truth, always thought that that might be the consciousness that you always suspected. You will find out that by increasing your capacity from within yourself, now that subconscious, actually, it is a conscious choices now. That new consciousness inside of you is going to be improved in a level that is going to be actually change your personality. You may find yourself not the same person with you, but you're going to find something interesting. That is going to be that you're going to go back to a point of some of the energies during awakening is a twin flame. Like they give you uh, they give you the target that you need to achieve and a subconscious from within yourself. And you're gonna find one fine line inside of you that you're like, okay, I'm achieving this. During the awakening, for if you remember as a twin flame, talking about, uh, you have that energy of you finally getting what real love is. And there was probably a period of time in you that you were in that connection within the bubble of, but also talking about within yourself. That was that inner peace inside of you that you finally get it, what love is. And some of you maybe gonna be feeling that energies now. It wasn't like before, like giving you the road. Now you actually you practice it inside of you. It is within you. There is no anymore feeling energies or something that now it is what it is because it is. And it hits me that this energy is a twin flame and is an awakening. You're gonna go back into that standpoint of the awakening thing. It's gonna become like a supernova. There's gonna be a more expansions even after that. That's what I see. How much is gonna be, I don't know. But the capacity is increased. Some of your capacity has been increased. I know it's not only me. And if your capacity was increased inside of it, the way of think, the way you talk, the way you act, the way you react, the way of the new thinking is, the way of the new situations there in within you. God bless you so. Love you because you did achieve things inside of you. So twin flames gave you the spark that awakened you, but you can be a soulmate just to the spark we're talking about. That is the remind you about the spark of the universe, Juanita. And so on and so on. But can you make the spark a fire of sparks? That's what this is. Um, the spark that awaken you, but it can be a soulmate just too. Exactly. So you don't know. You don't know the situations. Um, Ancina said we haven't defined what it is. What it is. Um, what about the equinox that it's coming? I want to be talking about the astrogravitational report, more about this. But talking about these energies, I was talking about that you gotta be very careful because these particular equinox in there, it is about confrontations with Mars. And if you have improper entry of these energies in there, things is not gonna go well. People have not learned lessons in there. We're talking about that Mercury, Sun, and the Moon and Pluto. I mean, Neptune is gonna be kind of like piled that up around that area. The affecting situations of this, the lessons of this for it, it is about the cardinal signs, cardinal changes, cardinal evolutions in there. And we are talking about this is in the first degree of Aries. And it's the very first beginning of life, beginning of new life that is going to be. So be careful if you have something within the cardinal signs. Those are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and of course Capricorn. There's going to be a huge impact. There's going to be a huge impact. This is going to be a cardinal changes year. Things that needs to be changed. Things that it needs to be. Things that has to be proper. You can't go within this life. It needs to be reborn. It needs to be go on in there. But having a Mars squaring all these energies there, the alt is not going to be liking this. So it's going to be interesting because with this new year, we're going to have a lot of shifts. And those shifts is going to be when the sun actually, we are going to see this equinox when the sun enter Libra. Because right now, the sun and the moon of the new year, they're going to be on the one side. But the opposite side, where actually the energy is pointing, its focus within the other side, that is at the 1 degree of Libra. And when the sun moves into the zodiac signs, we are going to be doing this personal authority development within the new energies. But when the sun hits the 1 degree of Libra, we are going to building with others. This is going to be a very interesting year astrology wise. So we'll talk about more about this in Astrogravitational Report tonight, which is probably about 6 o'clock. Man, I'm overdue for my walk, coffee in the afternoon. 4. Eric, I noticed something from that. I'm back in the heart chakra opened, the bubble, but it feels Andres. Yes, Erica, we are TFs and that. It feels conscious inside me. There we go. You feel the third energy, consciousness, Eric. And you will understand, even with or without your connection with that third energy that brought you that bubble love, the universe love inside of you. Now she's going to lead you to the educations like never before. So this is what is that consciousness inside of you. I know I feel you. I know I can understand how you feel. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Wow. Yeah. Hopefully everyone gets like that level. Hopefully. Sonia, what is the next phase after TF acknowledgement, which is the way after recognition? After the recognition is the fully acceptance in there. Talking about accepting your twin flame, but they have to accept you. But within the acceptance is the acceptance between you two and the third energy in there. This is the unbreakable vow with the universe. You actually said, like, yes, we are a twin flames. We came for the missions. It is a divine purpose. We are going to do this. We're going to achieve this, and so on and so on. That's what it's coming for the twin flames. So the twin flames will get to this point during this process within talking about the vows. You signed a vow contract upstairs, and now you're down here with your TF and acknowledgement and so on, and then like you fulfill this contract. Here that is, it is the contract in there. So yeah, that's what this goes on. Contracts, soul contracts inside of it. There's a lot going on in there. But that is it about this acknowledgement and the recognitions, the acceptance, the full acceptance from within. All right, any of you have a question, anything to share? Any topic suggestions? Some of you have in mind? Buswans, much love to all, peace and surrender to love. Hey, Buswans, I didn't see you coming earlier. Oh, you just guys popped in, or you guys were here? But I'm gonna catch up with you too. Okay, I'm going to catch up with you too. Well, Anita, God bless you all. I'm napping. So next is the acceptance of the third energy, the divine. Open the heart chakra to receive divine guidance. Actually, Sonia, what I'm talking about, the acceptance. The acceptance is a whole process of I accept you, you accept me, and from now on, we are one. We accept us and we accept the universe, and now we are one. I'm talking about that acceptance in there, the divine. About opening in the heart chakras, yes, there's going to be an opening not only in the heart, but it's going to be opening within pretty much the whole energy system inside of you. There is not only a 7 chakras, those are the base chakras. This is going to be light up within the energies within you for so long. And the guidance is going to be coming. The divine guidance is there for you. But it is about the acknowledgement in there, the acceptance of that. You to acknowledge the need for that acceptance and do it. Because this is what the gift is. This is why when other people gets married, they go to church. Okay? They exchange the crowns, all be one and so on. intuition, authority, changing to intuition and authority. And now, with the name of God, you're one, you are married. The name God, the twin flames just doing it in a different ways and so on. Yes. Uh, Big Dog, hi, Blue. Blue. uh, Blue Swans love tell you guys, and so does Swan. So much love to you and all you share. Big Dog, Blue, I thought you disappeared in the 5D. Oh, you guys makes me laugh. It's not an easy, okay? No, it's not easy, but it's rewarding. It's not easy, but it's rewarding. It is. All right, Kurt. I'm gonna give you a lot of love, guys. You guys need a lot of love in here. Okay. Here. Right there. Yeah. Take it as much you guys need it. All right, guys. So let me close this one down here. Sleeping. I couldn't sleep last night. Yes, I'll talk about the sleep because the shifting of the energies. I was tossing and turning in my bed, tossing and turning in my bed, and I'm like, oh my God, what the heck? Maybe that's why today I slept in peace after Mercury, took off and so on. But yeah, I'll call you Kurt after this. I'm gonna have a puff, and I want to call you on Facebook. Ansley on Earth, thank you for coming. Hi everyone, I never comment, but I'm here listening while I do art. Thank you all for everything you do. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you're gonna show us the art someday. Erica from me too. Ancina said, grand days and hearts. So much work will always continue, not fall back. Forward we go. Yes. Those wants lots of work. Kurt. Yes. Renee Gate music. I don't sleep well last night either. Yeah, I was talking about these intense energies. There's the intensity between Mercury that shifts from that consciousness of muddiness and goes in within areas, but in areas there is this new reborn energy that pushing you forward. And if you have something that you have not clear within you, Mars is triggering that. That square with Mars. In there, it is about to show the things that you need to get, the new things that you need. You need to use the new energies to overcome the old ways of thinking, to become divine masculine, because Mars is moving into Cancer. And Mars moving into Cancer with squares and oppositions and things like this usually leads to a lot of not pleasant energies all the time in fight mode for. But Mars has got a very beautiful aspect with Saturn, lessons in their learn and practice and actions. So there's going to be a lot of evolutions within this. And if you didn't sleep well last night, that's what probably it is, because Mercury is shifting the communications. Like he's responsible for all the communications, 3D, 5D, 7D. Okay, he's the messenger of God. Okay, so that's what we're talking about for. But if you got in there, there is no message for you. If you did your work, this is like you expecting the teacher to call you and send you a message, send you a guidance, but you did your job. And it's like, well, you did your job. What do I have to send it to you anymore? I mean, you got straight A, okay? I don't need it. I gotta send message to the people who have Fs. They need message. people who screwed up, people who crapped out, people who need to come in. Yeah, some of you may be wondering about all this. Yeah, you gotta laugh about it because that's how at some point is. So look at it, Renee, what you knew that why was your consciousness was not in peace. Four. Love you all. Juanita, love you all very much and keep on shining on. Stay strong. We got this. Okay. Renee, yes, usually I sleep quite well. Four. Yeah, back in the days I used to sleep quite well, but in the past 4 years I've been stuffing myself with a lot of meds. Let me tell you something. Ever since I came here to Spain, I haven't took any of the pain killers. I have them with me because sometimes at night, sometimes during even the day, all this it's very what I must say touchy in there. Don't allow me to sleep, or sometimes I get in the electric shocks of the nerve system redeveloping yourself and so on. This is like somebody put like 220 volts into your body. You're just jumping. So, but if you look at it that you didn't sleep well, look at it within your consciousness. Why you did it? What was your subconscious preoccupied with? You'll find an answer. Most ones, I have had a dream every single hour of the hour. My God, Dios solo to the point it just used to sleep for a minute awake from. Oof, oh, ow. That's me, big downloads, Kurt. You get into these visions, that is it about like this needs to, that needs to, you turn, toss and turn. Oh, I know how that goes. I've been quite of it. I was actually had one recently. So the dreams, the more dreams and dreams and dreams, they're like, I know. You close your eyes and you want to sleep. You can't sleep. Just dreams. You turn around, dreams. You get up, have a cigarette, come back to bed, dreams. I had one pretty recently. So look within the dreams. There is an answer in there. Healing hearts have replaced over. I've seen and said, all right. Renee, I'm supposed to start writing my book, and yes, that will make sense with your injuries. You're supposed to write book, but you have not written. Do you feel guilty conscious within yourself, maybe? You maybe know that this book can help people to heal. I don't know, Renee, if you need to talk about it, I'm available. Find me on Facebook. Lately, I've been doing a lot of inner work and so on. But if you for something, let me know. You look youthful from the burns. No, actually, I shaved. But thank you. Still a little bit right here. It looks like a big tear comes down in my face. But hopefully this is gonna comes in. But I just shaved. I look myself before the burns and after the burns, and I'm like, what I'm looking at. It's me. I accepted the way I am. I accepted the changes and so on. But it's me. Sometimes I look myself in the mirror. It's like, hey, dude, you good, and keep on going. Um, Jesus, I just woke up thinking of my deceased TF. If you wake up thinking about your TF, take a look inside of you. What was the thing? What was the thoughts? What is the pattern? What was the things? What is the situations inside of it? They have informations in there, and in the informations, there is something wild is him inside. Talking about the twin flames. Yes, if he's deceased, it's normal to miss him. But you need to understand by focusing you on missing him in there, do you think he's gonna be happy? You need to look, learn to be happy again. She does. Okay, I think that is it, the message. But since you are so in there that without him you cannot be happy, he's teaching you something. Maybe he's teaching you an unconditional love. Just think about it. The answer is within you. Four. Renee, you have recovered well. I saw your videos from 2 years ago and you have much improved. Thank you, Renee. Yeah, a lot of improvements, and I think I'm ready to go and do what I'm supposed to be doing it right now. For it, whatever I tried, whatever I did, whatever it goes on, it's all in the past. And right now, looking forward to build something, to do something, to create something that's gonna benefit all. Okay, it's gonna benefit us all. I need to travel. I have to go back into the travel. I have things that I need to go visit India and Australia. That is there in my list of things that I needed to do is unachieved because of all the COVID situations and so on. Yeah, I have promises to people that I need to fulfill in there. So, but thank you, Renee. Sam, wow, I just realized how much the psychology aspect have kept me stuck. Yeah. Have you paid attention to a lot of the people who are in the spirituality begin to learn psychology? It's not only me. A lot of it there is that currently we dealing with these generations that are spiritually wounded, and those spiritual wounds turns into psychology problems. And Sam, you're right about this. Now we are seeing it, these correlations between uh, wounds that are spiritual and distort energies that actually called personal disorders in the psychology. We see these correlations in there. And people see that their personality limitations, psychology situations, and so on, it was based because of the lack of the spirituality that had to be doing the development within. And now people looking at within this, the soul wounds, yes, the soul situations in there. But if you fix spirituality side, you take that spirituality, put it within your mind. Your mind makes that permanent base. Then your personality begins to create the actions doing it. And that's how the actions performance is actually completing that circuit from within. But I see that a lot of the people, I mean, God bless their souls. They know. They read the books, they read the videos, they read the things, they read the situations. They know things, but inside of their mind, still conflicts. They haven't fight the wind there between the ego, the old self, the old situations, the problems, the distorted energies there down below, with this new energies inside of it. But that is it, the willpower. You put it inside, you put it within your mind, and then you perform it within there. And that's how you actually prove, not to others, you prove to yourself that you changed and you healed. That is it. You heal. Okay? You heal it there. Those wounds. Thank you for your reports and everything you do. You're welcome, Sam. Glad to be here, that you are here. Grande, we have to let go to open up for the essence of ourselves. Exactly. Essence. Smell the lavender. I do. Thank you, Grande. Well, just like the energy, I can't help it. Jesus, soul wounds. Yes. The wounds from previous generations, the wounds from family situations, the wounds from society, and so on. I don't even want to go to the collective energy. You just mess out there. I haven't been in that collective energies lately. I'm like, oops, staying away from it. I'm invisible within. So, Sam Chapman, yes. Sending a fire heart. All right, guys. Well, let's share the love and the light. It's a beautiful chat today. Guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being yourself. And thank you for walking into this journey and be an example of this journey. Let me tell you, be in a personal example as you guys are. You show it how it's done. And then let the people copy how it's done. But you give them a good example as you who you are. That is my praise to all of you guys. Be the best example you can be. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me give you some beautiful gifts of love. All right, guys. Kurt, I'm going to call you in a little bit. I know you guys are overdue to talk, and we're going to go with this. All right, guys. See you all. Love you. Bye.